Oh my, oh my, oh my. Ah, yes. Welcome back, viewers, YouTubers, and friends alike. My name is Mango Smoothie Man, and I am back from a wonderful Christmas vacation. I mentioned before, I was actually pretty excited. I was hoping I could actually stream, and unfortunately, that was not the case. Given the fact that the gaming computer is super old, I couldn't do anything, which was sad, to be honest with you. Because I was looking forward to it. And we ended up having to leave to the family get-together. So, welcome back! It's Mango Smoothie Man, and today we are going to, well, I guess I'm looking into trying to build a car. So I tried doing it out of the mechanics that were built into the game stock, and I really couldn't. So I downloaded a mod for Gears, to which I promptly decided to have some fun with. Unfortunately, I can stand here and, this. But, you have this. Oh, look at that. Look at how glorious this is. Definitely not a car. But I've been testing it out. Now, I can get these little gears to spin stupid fast. Through several different for several different increases, I could get them to spin so fast that these little bits right here do not like it. And they start clinking and clanking around. See, you know, they talk about in Space Engineers, you know, they're like, oh, well, you have clang, you know? I don't know, this sounds more like a clonk to me. Medieval Engineers has a clonk. So, I've been having a lot of fun with this. I tested this all out. I guess I had a couple ideas. I wanted to do a vehicle that ran. You download this guy down here, and it works on its own power. And there we go. It just spins. Now, I did try making wooden gears at one point. So let's check this out here. Let's see. No, can I not get you to... Pull it up here. Oh, I pushed the wrong button and deleted it. Anyways, I tried making a wooden gear, and wooden gears just did not go out so well. So I went and downloaded gears to get them to work. This setup that I was playing around with all of these ones had some pretty awesome effects. Like I said, it spun these little guys up so fast it was ridiculous. But the game did not like it. Now, this doesn't seem like it has the world's most torque, and I want to test this out today. This can, if done right, you can actually create an entire lever system. Granted, with the way that it just kind of... Well, no, actually, no. It'll work out fine. Basically, what you would do is you would basically build a trebuchet like normal, but with something like this built on there. Probably not this exactly. And you could use smaller gears. You could have it wind itself up and lock into place. And then all you have to do is hit the lever and launch. Oh, that's a really good idea. An automated turret, or a trebuchet. Or, well, it's not a trebuchet. My apologies. Trebuchets use counterweights. This is a catapult. Bleh. So, today's endeavor is to see if I can slap this together with a set of wheels and go on an adventure. Which is what we will be doing today. Let's get rid of some of the unnecessary bits that I have here. Here's a failed attempt that I managed to somehow break. Doot, doot, doot. Dude, I'm still getting used to this game, believe it or not. I've played this only a few times. And I already know what I want to try doing. There we go. Let's just clean up a little bit of this stuff here. All the unnecessary bits, I want to clear it up. Let's get rid of you guys. Should help with the world when I'm designing some stuff. Now, I did notice some people use these individual, you know, timbers. And I thought about it, and I like using the individual timbers, but they are a pain in the butt. No kidding. Huge pain in the butt. Okay, so I'm contemplating on whether or not I should focus on speed or just versatility. Okay. Come on, clean. This one's actually not part of anything. There we go. Beautiful. I like this because I want to try to build something like this in survival, which is kind of my ultimate goal is to. Oh, hey, this fell off. Is to build something in survival that, you know, works. So, let's start off with this here. Now, I did build myself a giant. I'm in creative, obviously. I did build myself a nice giant platform. Okay. And I do have a couple ideas for how I want to have a steering system work. You know what I mean? Actually, let's put you here so we have a lot of room left and right to work with. Left, right, up, down. South, north, east, west. Okay. So what would be a good point to start on? We can. Do we want a rear wheel drive or front wheel drive, I guess is my question. Oops, my apologies. I've got Chelsea measuring here. And my apologies for the sounds in the background. I'm actually doing laundry. Oh, wow. Looks like Chelsea's getting ready and going to be super busy. Maybe I can convince her to help me out with another project. Chelsea's taking some time off so she can focus on herself and her work, which is very important since she's a very hard-working woman. Very hard-working indeed. So, thing. So I don't want to do. Actually, one thing I never did test out. No, we don't have levers. Never mind. I was gonna say because there's locking versions of these, and I guess I never did check to see if I can attach a rope to the locking mechanism. You know what I'm saying? And pull it to lock it in place. But there isn't any direct levers. But then the more I think about it, I'm like, actually, yeah, there is. So I think we'll play with that as another time. We won't need to worry about locking levers. And if we need to lock a lock, we have these can be interchanged with locking versions of them to create brakes if need be. Okay, so for one, we need the drive system. Should I do... I'm going to do a rear-wheel drive. How does that sound? Rear-wheel drive is going to consist of a differential and a gearbox. Unfortunately, regardless of the gear setup, it's going to be a freaking posi track or limited. It's going to be a posi. So, posi would be referring to the fact that the left and the right wheels are actually going to be connected. Instead of, say, a limited slip, which would allow for it to, well, do that slip. Okay. So what gear do we want in the back? That's kind of the big thing here. I guess I didn't really think of the size of the wheels. I did download some wagon wheels, but they didn't seem to be to the size that I liked. Hey, this is a predicament. Looks like they're the same size. Ooh, key. Let's check out the ones I downloaded. Let's see if they're going to be any different. Wagon wheel 2. You're the same size. Brilliant. That's great. What about wagon wheel 1? You are even tinier. Okay. See, the reason why I want to use this gear is like super evenly toothed. It just goes well, in my opinion. But that's okay. We must make with what we got. So what do we got for gear sizes? We do have a small diameter 3 gear, which we could do. That would allow for me to attach a big one to it. Kinda. I should use round timbers for some of this stuff, don't you guys think? I feel like that would make a lot more sense than if I just slapped whatever together. Let's rotate you. How big of a rear end did we want? Okay, we'll just go with that. If I need to make changes partway through, I can, because that's the beauty of this. Oh, that's right, I gotta connect them in a super weird way. That's okay. We want timbers. They're gonna have me put you up. I'm gonna have to attach you like so. And then it should automatically pop together once we get to that point. Done. Yep, working beautifully. Now, with that being said, we do need to attach another gear set here. Rotate you. Let's stretch you out a little. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I'm loving this. But I wouldn't be able to do it that way since I have to actually fit. See, that's another weird thing is that gear. See, here, let me pull up the gears so you guys know what I'm talking about. Let's pull up a right-sized gear, actually. I'm thinking one thing that'll work real good is small diameter 5. Let's rotate this. And let's get 8 on here so we can get used to the light. Okay. So, let me just slap you here. I need to get this to mesh up with this. See what I'm saying? Which typically, from what I've been doing, is basically resting on top. But then I run the risk of interference. You know what I'm saying? Okay, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Oops. Well. Okay. That's the fun part about this, is that a lot of these little things, if you make a mistake, they're not hard to fix. I mean, at least until I get into the super complicated bits. Because like I said, I really want to make this something awesome. Eh. So with that being said, I would need to attach it right above it. And it would need to be coming in tight, like really, really tight contact with it. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? You guys know what I'm saying. Let's see what we got here. And by no means am I thinking this is going to be the best thing since sliced bread. I will be looking at reinventing this probably several times. You know, I could do a facing. Nah, these gears are not set up to mesh that way. I like how it like pops in there weird. Because I know I can put them right next to stuff. Why is it rotating the gear and not me? Still getting used to creative mode stuff. I keep thinking Space Engineer, so I try to rotate myself all weird. So, you know, maybe I might have to end up getting stuck using this bigger one. And I might have to use gears as wheels rather than actual wheels themselves, you know what I mean? Because something like this, I would basically stick a gear right to the front of it. Which, you know, I could still do. It would just be a tiny, tiny, tiny setup. I guess I'm over-engineering some of these little things. I just feel like I'm getting way too close to it, you know what I mean? I don't want to get that close to it, otherwise I won't be able to actually build it. But I have practiced with tolerances before. Hence the other... Well, you guys didn't see the other machine I built, but... Hence that other machine I built. Okay. So I'll need about 3. Got you, got you. I think I'll actually need 1 for... Nah, I'll need 2 for this one. What do you guys think? 2. Then I'll actually put this little guy here. Okay, what am I doing over here? Over-engineering things again. Chelsea usually has to tell me to cool it because I tend to over-engineer even simple things. Oop. There we go. There we go. Haha. This would be... Oopsies. See, the rope is what's going to goof it up every time I go to hit something. Okay, so, quick rundown. We've got the rear drive shaft, which would be transferring the power to the rear axle. Now, gears, they reverse rolls every contact. So if I put another one right here, another gear, it would this one would go this one and this one would go opposite directions, and it would just lock this line up. So by putting a solid line, you know, I have it linked. Now I have come to the conclusion that you only want so many joints connected to the power, and so much for gear reduction, because if you overdo it, well, then it starts clunking all weird, and it's not pretty. Now, there are several different ways to attach stuff together and put power to this. I could do 1-to-1. So 1-to-1 ratio would be about this speed right here. But if I really wanted to, I could put one of these gears, oopsies, I'll get stuck in that thing, one of these gears in conjunction with that, which would help change the gear ratio a little bit. That would be awesome, but also kind of another stressful situation, because I'm so low to the ground right now at this point. I need to somehow get power transferred to a direction where I can put that gear in line with it. So what do we got? Now I wish I had diagonal stuff, because that would make it a lot easier. But what I may have to do is do a... There we go. I might actually have to do a rope power transfer. Rope power transfer would basically be... Here, I'll just punch some of this down. I would take this, attach rope to several different points on another spot sitting higher up, and when it would rotate, this would rotate with it. With the way the ropes are, is, you know, they have like strength and stuff, so they would actually bind up a little bit and then get it to go, and I feel like I lose a lot of power for it doing that, since it doesn't function like a real world applications where once it's bound up as much as it possibly could, it would start transferring power equally and probably snap. It doesn't work that way here. So, you know, just to make sure everything's turning right, I should actually just put this on here. This will probably save me a lot of bull. This would be... Yeah, it turns great. Okay, we're good. How to get this up? I've been working on this. I've been trying to think of this for ages. This is essentially what I was gonna do, going up above it, but guess I didn't think that far ahead. Well, I did. I could actually still do it. I mean, it would definitely make it a lot more clunky, that's for sure. Yeah, I could. I'd have to put it on top, because then what I would do is I would put one of those bigger gears on there, and then make it down, put the gear down and at face, or attach it directly, because this is what's going to be powering this whole setup. So, and I want to keep this. I don't want to use the rope method, because if I use the rope method, it'll bind up, and that's I don't want that. I want to try to eliminate that as much as possible. I mean, I could, yeah, because I could put a big wheel on it. I just realized I didn't even really consider the size of this compared to that other bit. Let's see. It'll probably look a little goofy. Yeah, it'll end up looking goofy. Hum, 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 hum. Okay, so we're gonna have to do this way. The fun way. Ugh. It's just gonna stick to it all weird. Nah, see, now I gotta think about it. I was like, maybe I could just rotate this entire thing upwards. But I don't know how well that would work. This is interesting. It provides a whole different set of challenges to what I'm used to. So what I could do, let's get some rope stuff together here, guys. Let's attach rope end there. Because I'm gonna need to probably have several of these at some point. Rope drum. Let's rotate you. Let's put... Okay, so let's make sure you spin. Ah. That's a really annoying thing to have happen, by the way. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. So then I would need to take the rope. My apologies. It's going to be dark a little bit as I go to attach it to rope drum. Let's put on 8 again. And let's rotate this little guy. There we go. Yay! It's been done. Yes! Okay, so with that being said, now we gotta space it out, so... Really? No! That's not what I wanted. But hey, it's a proof of concept, it works now. Go. It's not hard to set up the drums at all. It's just for some weird reason when I hold F, it causes it to like delete or like remove the object, and I'm like, that's not what I want to do. I'm not trying to remove it at all. There we go. 8. Okay, so we're gonna go Shift F, Control F. Oh, it's so annoying. How about we can... How did I get this to listen to me last time? Stop doing this. Okay. Okay. Come on. A little more. Stop replacing you or removing it. Oh. Really close too. Like really close. Like right there, kind of close. Ugh. Stop it. Why does this do this? Is this a product? Ah, there you go. I believe it. No, no, that went wrong. That went wrong. Go the other way. Okay, go the other way. Okay, that's about as good as I'm gonna get it. It's a little. Don't tell me it's a little wonky. I don't like that. Okay. But we're good now. Now we're sitting upright. I'll be able to work with this. There we go. Ah, nice. Put those little blocks down there to help keep it upright. Ah, beautiful. See, now we can work from this. There we go. So let's... I'm going to remove you. Ah, look at that, guys. I thought that worked out swimmingly. It is a little off, but it'll straighten itself up when I start putting pieces together. Okay, so we were at... This is 3, right? Yep. So we'll leave you at 3. So, I have to make sure to fit that engine on top of it. Hello, Skello Dog! Welcome to the stream. Sorry, I get super distracted about trying to do this stuff sometimes. I don't always respond as quickly as I should. Now we've got... Okay. Now I mentioned before that I wanted to... What kind of ratio did we want here? Well, for starters, I want to slap some tires on here. Or wheels, not tires. I wish I had better wheels, to be honest with you. Okay. So then what we do... We've got gears. Okay, so I could put the big one on there. And if I put the big one with another big one, then that's a 1-to-1, and they'll basically line up that way. I'm trying to minimize the amount of contacts that this system has too. Or not contacts, but you know, little axle bits here. What I could do is I could put that in here, right? Right. So I've got that little guy. I didn't like that. Okay, how about we brace you first before trying to do that? Oh my goodness. Oh no. They're so far off from one another it won't work now? Oh no. No. This immediately makes this more crappy. So how would I end up getting that gear on top then? Because that's a must-have. Like that is it's just plain and simple. I'm gonna need that gear on top, otherwise I'm not gonna be able to do anything. That's no good at all. I did not expect that. Okay, so that kind of brings me to another idea here then. I just need to build it higher up, to be honest with you. Because that was kind of my issue, is I didn't build it up high enough, and I should have. Another one here. Another guy here. Let's get the tiny gears again, since those are the ones that are smaller than the wheels are normally. There we go. I have no idea how I'd end up building this in... Ah, stop. There we go. In survival. Okay. Nope, I gotta go up one more. There we go. There we go. Then we needed round timbers, because that is a good idea with stuff like this. Firstly, trying to minimize the amount of interference between one piece and the next. Oh, I did place these weird, didn't I? That's cool. Okay. Okay, so now these are connected. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Not quite centered though, but I think the wider set will be better. And like I said before, thank you so much for pumping in, Skillo Dog. Now, time to connect these guys. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to reinforce the rear separately. Darn it. That's okay. So let's get number 9 out here. Which is this big honkin' son of a gun. What am I gonna do with this thing? Really? I mean, I can't lay it on its side, and I can't attach anything to the bottom, so... oh, I guess I can lay it on its side if I do it that way. Can I even access the thing? Yes, I do. Yes, I can. It's just weird from here. Hey. I don't believe I can attach anything to the back. Yeah, the bottom won't do anything. Only the top piece. Which isn't all bad, I guess. Okay. So this little guy won't be good here. Think. Well, like I said, I want to avoid using ropes. And if I do something where it's facing this direction, it kind of limits my options for what I can do for a gear. Which is kind of why I wanted to put it facing upwards. You know? I also have to build an entire turning thing now I think about it, so I gotta be smart about this. Make sure it's properly reinforced. Okay. So if I do to put the big one on the top, I need to limit it to maybe about 2 or 3 interactions from the power source. Interactions being those little axis guys. Okay. Now, what gear am I going to put on top of you is my question. I have several different options. Yeah, you're not going to fit. So I might actually have to use this one right here. I don't know. This one doesn't look like it's going to center very well. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. Minimize the interaction. This is always the fun part. Creating new things. Okay, this will probably be deleted at some point. I just need to get myself to get a gear to that point without a problem. Which... Where's 8? There we go. 2. There we go. Down 1. Okay, so I could actually do that. That'd be really interesting, because then I could, like, bring it into itself. Because if I did it that way, we're still maintaining 1-to-1. Because it'll be the same exact gears of connecting and meshing. But I don't know if that is enough power to get the ball rolling, you know what I mean? We're not going to be putting wheels on this thing. I want it to move. Okay. Let me shrink this down by another 1. Actually, no. Not by 1. By 3. There. I want to connect all of these bits. Yeah, no, we don't want that long. Dang. There. I want to. I just want it to be stable. I really do not want this thing to explode while I'm trying to use it. There we go. Perfect. I feel like it'll help with the stability of it. Because these do flex. Believe it or not, this stuff flexes. Like this, if I attach this to like a weird spot on this thing, this whole thing would go nuts. Just like all of these little guys will bend weird. Actually, I probably could. Now it stopped. don't know, the fact that this has enough forest to allow for this thing to do that, it's kind of promising. I was thinking about being able to use this somewhere else as like an auto tree harvester if I ever could. Okay. Well. Okay, I used 12 before. Let me use 11. I don't know. T seemed pretty far. I think I might want to use 12. Okay. Still in the same boat, right? What do we got here? Okay, we're doing pretty good. Hummity hum hum. I don't know, I'm just really worried about putting the wrong thing on here and it goes, like, explodes. I would be very heartbroken if I managed to do that. Okay. Come on, let me pick you up. No, I have to hit action to do that. I mean, I guess that could work now I think about it. I'll just have to have the gears mesh on the inside. But no, I wouldn't be able to use that. Obviously, that would not go well. We have a 5 gear. Definitely not. Oh wait, is this gear too wide and interferes with it? No, it should be fine. How many hum hum hum? What other options do I have then? We've got 9, 49, 3, 7, 9, 7, 5. I usually started... these ones I've all started at the motor and worked my way back. This one I'm kind of doing it backwards. Which, in the end, I might end up having to use the method with the ropes that I'm kind of trying to avoid. I guess I never really considered putting gears side by side now I think about it. Oh yeah, I never did. I've always done them like that. Just kind of what I was thinking that it needed to be like. So if that's the case, then I can eliminate some of this. I just need to make sure that I bring myself up to that point. Okay, so let's find a gear that I want to sit on here. 12. Centered, right? No. There we go. Once again, I'm worried about interference on a couple fronts here, but I think we'll be fine as long as we keep with it. And don't get too cray-cray. This guy. I like this one. I don't know, I just like how it meshes a little bit. I feel like it'll mesh a lot better. let's kind of try to reverse this in engineering. Let's start by making this flat. Okay, now let's figure out where we want to have the gear sitting. Well, it's definitely going to sit below the main point, so... I need to make sure. How big is this gear? Nope, needs to go down one more. There we go. Oh my. Yeah, these teeth are not gonna work the way I want them to. Okay, so we might have to resort to this guy here. There it is. There it is. Seems pretty okay. I mean, it doesn't have to be right up in its face, am I right? And then this one's got a mesh right off to the side. I wish that was over one more spot. See, this is where building it from the engine back would have been smarter. I'm just gonna be done with this. I keep spending all my time jumping back and forth between things. Why don't I just make an entire tab dedicated to gears? Probably because there's more gears than in the tab slot, so that's okay. There we go. Definitely don't need that. Let's go shift 3, check out the last option here. So, I don't know, I don't know if they're gonna mesh too well. I hope they do. Crud. Extend G by 1, which I believe is as far out as I would be able to with that. No, I could go down one more. What am I doing? I don't know, man. I like stability. That's 3, so yeah, I can't. Okay. There we go. I mean, they're obviously close to meshing. Let's get this little guy. Let's get this guy to function here. Okay. Press F to start. Okay. It's definitely not a clean mesh like I wanted. You could see it like bend a little. See what I'm saying? That's what I have issues with. That's what worries me. There's another design I was thinking of that I could do. I mean, I can't guarantee it actually doing a decent job, which is the reason why. Which would be basically what I have here. But no, because that would be the gear ratios way off. Okay, so I will definitely be able to build this again, so let's... There's several different styles of gears on this thing. Let's slap some wheels on this. It's definitely not going the direction I would have hoped. Now it's a front wheel drive. Okay. How about I actually put wheels on the back one? That would probably make things a little bit smoother. There we go. I'm going to drop this down. We'll find out how much movement do I actually get out of this. What do you know? I actually don't hate that. Holy shnikes. Dude, I'm not even kidding. Holy smokes. Is there like a... Can I like shift F this? And like reverse its direction? It only goes one way. Oh. Look at that. Made a flippin' little car. I do have an idea for a turning mechanism, so I'm kind of excited. But as for now, that is sweet. And I can use these as wheels, so I think I might have to use gears as wheels to be able to give myself enough lift to actually do something worth my time. Let's see what can it go up at all? Like, how much force can it fight? Doesn't look like these little guys are interlocked hard enough to force it to go. Okay, so now I have an idea here. I can't guarantee the functionality of this, but we're gonna have fun with it. Let's see what happens. Hope for the best, right? There we go. Nah, we need 9. Oh! Oh no! Bad juju. Okay. So for future designs, we're going to want to tighten them up, the gears a little bit, you know what I mean? And to do that, they need to mesh solidly. So something like this, I can't have. And we're going to have to start from this down to the tires, or wheels. I like that. Is there another one I could cram in here that'll probably do a better job? Mesh a lot smoother. And that's the one I did have in there. See, I feel like it totally could have. And now another thing I was thinking of is if I use these, like if I use gears as wheels, I could eliminate a whole bunch of junk by just putting a big enough gear on top of it to link in with one of the main wheels, lock those wheels together in one big thing, and it should work out fine. Oh! Well, that's one way to stop it. So, let's do that one, shall we? Okay. Let's rotate you guys. Actually, I should probably think about this more first. There. There we go. Let's rotate you up. That is okay with me. Because I need this to go sideways. Oop. I have no idea what size gear it wants. We'll find out. Put a couple, put you guys here. So this way we know where each one of these bars starts and ends. Okay. Okay. So we've got 9. Beautiful. Now, no. You know what, let's just put you right here. Oh no, not that close. Center it beautifully. So, what do we want? What do we got for gears? We've got a bunch of different sizes. No. I mean, the size is also going to have to be the width of the vehicle. No. Yeah, and then we got these railing bits, which are cool and all, but I don't know. There isn't too much I can do with the one on top. There's that one. Which is the one I've been messing with. Yeah, and that does not provide the smoothest connection, because I can't interlink them very well. Like, you see these guys right here, so nice together. And these ones are a little loose, but they're really nice together. See, the solid gears are the ones that work out really, really well. Maybe. I mean, I could still do it sideways, to be all honest with you. I'll explain how that one is in just a minute. Nope. Let's... What we got here? Let's make you guys... Wrong ones. 9. Does this interfere with itself? Let's check. Probably. Start engine 6. I've placed several of these, huh? Oh. That's gonna cause problems. There we go. There we go. So what I could do is I could directly link this out. I could, because if I directly link it here, then I can take whatever size gear wheels, or I can just link it like I did with the differential. right here. And that would allow for me to put even bigger wheels on there if I could. Ooh, okay, let's do that. Let's do this. Let's do that. I like that idea. Let's turn you off first. Beautiful. Okay. Okay, okay. I'll just put you out there, Pinocchio. For a little bit. For a little bit. Ah, yes, but if I do that, then that means it'd have to be the axle would end up having to be way in the heck up here. I don't know. I don't think that would totally matter if I have a gigantic gear. What do you guys think? Probably not that big. I don't know. They range so greatly. Shoot. Okay, so what do I want to do then? So if I want them to sit down lower, I'm going to put the spinning gear. Try to think out loud here. See, because if I look at this little guy, that's pretty quick and simple. And that other one would be the same way, but facing forward. But then the axle would end up being stuck like that, and we kind of want to have a little bit more freedom with how we have our axles sit, don't we? So, excuse me, what we would end up doing. Well, of course, I mean I'm gonna need to put timber on here, anyways. But what type of gear is gonna really change it up now? So if I go, let's just go by this guy. I like it. I like this one. Then we put it. So then if you're going to mesh this in from the bottom, or even from the side. See, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to bring it down a notch, so this way I can put the axle down here. You know what I'm saying? Which I could do. Okay, let's... No, we want number 4. There we go. There we go. Pretty sure we can fine with this. Oh wait, we don't want that one. We want... See, if we put that there, I think I'm sitting up too high. Yeah, by at least 1. But that's okay, because now I know what I'm looking at for size. So, same distance, but we need it... I'm just going to put this guy here for guide. 4. 4N. I'm trying to use as little timber bits as possible because I don't want this to spawn funny. There we go. We've got 5. Ugh. I need you moved. There we go. I don't know. I mean, are they meshed like this? Yeah, they're meshed like this set here. Yeah, because these ones are the ones that, like I said, these ones mesh very well. Okay. Ooh, anybody hear the barking deer? Oh, man. Those deer, not gonna lie. Weirdest sound I've ever heard for a deer in any game I've ever played. Okay, so this would be the interesting bit. I have got to attach that, rotate you, center, and I have to attach another one, another gear. Ooh. Oh no, is that sticking too far out now? Oh man, I'd have to go one in. This is getting to be really compact. Oh, that was a script thing I didn't want. 5. Keyboard keeps bouncing around. The little foot. For some reason, it's not there. Oh. That's not what I wanted. I need more teeth than that. Ah, but you'd also need me to go down one more. Yep, and I don't like that mesh. It's okay, a lot of this is going to be trial and error as I go to build something I've never really built before. I don't think I'll put gigantic wheels on this either. There we go. There we go. Oh! We are looking good. So we've got this way, this way, this way. Just going to translate into this. Wait, what? So we've got clock, counter, clock, and then the other one's going to go counter, which means it'll go just like that one. Yeah, and then we can test out it going up. Okay. So let's worry about setting this little guy up here. 4. So, when connecting this one, I need to be basically like that. Yeah, because I'm like right into the darn thing right now. Dang it. I wasn't looking at dropping this one so soon. Don't do that. There we go. Should be more than capable. 5. We want you to be extended block, catch block. Not the one I wanted. 2 and 6 is the one I'm using. But we are 1 block above, which does not give me a really solid connection. That's cool. I can always drop you down by 1 more block. There we go. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Eh. Beautiful. Beautiful placement. Oh. Oh. Wow. Let's get you moving. It should force them into line. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Now this would be that one-to-one I was talking about. If I was to raise this up a little bit and put a bigger gear, then I'd be able to increase the speed, but I am more concerned at this point with making sure all of this works great. Actually, we need to get well, not tires, but would-be wheels on here. Nice big honking ones. I actually really like how those look. Those look super, super cool. Gosh, that's so awesome looking. Okay, so we've got that. Just need to connect it here. There we go. Stick 5. There we go. And then we want to... Oh man, I have to build